So that was another lovely pre-recorded pour because we're not having coffee today, guys, and we're breaking the first rule of Coffee with Rachel, not having coffee.
We have green tea.
We have some green tea, which is okay, and like if you guys send us tea, we'll totally do tea for an episode or two.
Yeah.
But why are we having tea?
I'm sick. If you can't tell, we actually recorded this podcast yesterday, which was Tuesday.
And it didn't come out so well.
I was just not myself. I'm still kind of a little bit not myself. Any noise that you might be hearing is construction that is still going on. We normally don't record until after construction is over, but we had to wait, because we scrapped yesterday's podcast.
Yeah, so this is going up Wednesday. And
we're recording it on Wednesday.
Yeah, so apologies for being late, but yeah, we had to scrap it. And then
waited till
you
got home from work.
Yeah.
So now we're recording it now, which is fine. Because yesterday's podcast was a mess. Oh my god.
Yeah.
It was bad. So,
but
put that in the vault.
I got sick at work. Because, being back in the workplace, of course, first week I pick up a sickness.
Yeah.
And then brought that home, and as always, you got it from me.
And I'm a little, loopy right now, so I thought it would be...
We're going to have a great time tonight, guys.
Yeah, I thought it would be a good time to record. So I was thinking we could talk about... I don't know about you, but in my elementary school, there were, two kinds of kids. And it was, the kids that avoided going to the nurse's office or the kids that, always were there. What kid were you?
I'm going to have to say avoid because I never really went to the nurse's office too much.
Okay. I was always there.
You were always there?
I was that paranoid, anxious little twat. So I was always there.
Yeah, I think that fits your MO.
Plus, I used to get migraines really bad in elementary and middle school, and I would get sent home because I would have a migraine so bad that I would be retching and trying to throw up.
Oh,
because it would be that horrible.
Yeah. And
then my neighbor would come and pick me up because my mom didn't drive.
I mean, I did get sick a decent amount, but I don't know. Sicknesses usually hit me in the afternoons and in the evenings, and then the next day I wake up and I'm dead.
I wasn't allowed to miss school.
Oh, really?
No.
Nah, my mom was always just like, "You're sick." She's a nurse, and so
right.
She was like, "You're sick," so okay.
I always was in school, but also because I was involved in so many activities, I couldn't miss.
Yeah.
But the only time I missed school for an extended amount of time was when I had mono in 2nd grade.
Oh.
And not because I was kissing anybody. Literally because of the gross-ass gym equipment. The mats and stuff. Lyle looks like a seal.
Yeah, Lyle looks like a seal. There's some nice beeping going on.
I am so sorry about this podcast, but we're hoping that it'll really churn your butter today.
It's a nice, authentic feel.
It's okay. Earlier, I was sitting here, and for about an hour straight, there was an alarm going off.
Yeah.
And, it's just my life, and I don't mind. I just turn up Giada a little bit.
So one thing that's, another thing that's, what do you do when you're sick is, what do you drink when you're sick? Because,
Because coffee always fucks me up.
Well, yeah, so, I used to... I can't do this now for some reason, but, I used to drink a lot of Gatorade when I was in high school because of the electrolytes.
Yeah, I didn't do that. That was you.
Now, I literally can't drink Gatorade because it's just, I only did that when I was sick, and so every time I'm drinking, I'm, thinking about sick and stuff. It's just one of those weird relations.
I was the same way with ginger ale. Until very, very recently, the last, year, I've decided that I can drink ginger ale without needing to be throwing up.
Oh, yeah. See, now I've started using ginger ale when I'm sick, but I can also still drink it when I'm not.
But I just think because I don't drink any soda now, that, any soda to me is, I don't have any negative feelings with now because I just don't have it all the time.
Oh,
so it was ginger ale because I was drinking Pepsi all the time, and ginger ale was special soda that you drink when you're fucking throwing up.
Yeah. I've also been embracing the tea more because I was never a tea person, always just drinking coffee.
Tea really helps.
Yeah, so when I was just sick a couple days ago, I was embracing that green tea.
Tea saved my life in high school.
What? That's like a clickbait title.
I know. She drank tea for 3 weeks. What happens next will make your eyes water. In high school, I was in choir. I was really dedicated, and our choir got to compete on a cruise ship. It was like once every 3 years, so that like you basically had one chance of being able to be on this cruise ship. And so it was my junior year of high school, and we were at choir, and we were on a cruise to Bermuda, and we were, you know, competing for like trophies and stuff, and like trying to like win competitions for singing. And it was, like, really intense shit. Everything was in Latin. Like, not a single song. Like, we never sang any songs in English. It was always a foreign language, and it was always really cool. And
that's too much for me.
I loved it. I miss being involved in a choir like that. Because it wasn't just, like, your shitty fucking school choir. Like, we were really, really... We were good. And it was really hard. And I learned a lot. And I learned how to read music. But, so, you know, we're on a cruise ship, and it's, like, a bunch of your high school friends, so you're all, like, fucking around, like, being hilarious and stuff, and screaming, and you're, like, at the beach, and so I lost my voice, of course. I used to lose my voice all the time, and I had, like, a competition the next morning, and so the cruise ship had, like a We Proudly Brew, and it was actually a Seattle's Best.
Oh.
And it also had a Ben & Jerry's, and I went up to them, and they had, like, the Tazo Starbucks teas.
Ooh, Seattle's Best. A Starbucks company.
Yeah.
Did not know.
Yeah, they are. And Tazo, and also, what's the other tea one that's, like, in the malls? Oh,
Teavana?
Teavana, yeah, they're all connected. Just letting you know, it's all happening.
That's all Starbucks.
L'Oreal owns Lancome. Wait, the other way around. Anyway. Don't get me started about that. It's wild. But anyway, so... This is a stupid story, but I drank some fucking tea. I got the Starbucks, I think it was whatever their minty one is, like it's like a spearmint. And I was able to fucking sing, and it was the greatest thing ever. That happened. Oh my god, a porta potty.
There's a porta potty out the window right now.
See, now you fucking know. Like they're still working on stuff. It's the quiet time of night. It's like the 6 p.m. They're just hammering lazily.
This is like why we want to move.
I know
so much. Like
it's just inconvenient, and I understand buildings got to be built,
but also like podcasts got to be recorded.
I know,
and videos got to be filmed. So like,
I am literally down to where I can only film one day of the week because of lighting and sound. And so Sundays are my only filming days, but I'm gonna film like sometime this week because I was sick and I didn't get a chance to film all week. Oh my god.
And I never used to get on, like, House Hunters and stuff like that when people would be mad about construction, because I'd be like, what? It's going to be over, like, not that long, so, like, why are you mad? And, like, I think this is supposed to be finished in, like, 2017, but, like, also that's, like a year and a half of, like, putting your career in, like, a fucking hold.
It's different when you're renting versus owning. Like,
yeah,
if I had bought a house... and it was near a construction site, I could fucking live. I'd be like, alright, a couple of years from now, it'll be gone. But renting, it's different.
Yeah,
because you don't own this place, and I don't expect to be here until 2017, and we're not, so...
Yeah.
It's different, yeah. But yeah, so... I was just thinking about how, when I'm sick, I used to get wonton soup. That was, like, my shit.
Yeah.
And that's my sick food.
I mean, I was that basic bench with chicken noodle. Mm-hmm. But, yeah.
I was just
same kind of thing.
Always had wonton soup when I was sick, and now I get pho because there's not really any place to get good wonton soup without having to, like, go to the international district, and, like, I'm sick, so the point is I want to, like, not have to go far.
And want delivery that doesn't cost the same as, like, the meal you actually bought.
Yeah, like, fuck that. Like, I've yet to use Postmates. Everybody talks about it. I've yet to use it, and it's just because I don't want to spend that money.
Yeah, it's so expensive. I didn't know you get like
$10.
You get like $10 off your first meal or something like that. Like,
yeah.
So like, I'll try it sometime.
And like, obviously, you can tweet your code, and like, if other people are using it, then you're getting money towards delivery.
Yeah.
And like, a lot of my friends like have made like a lot of money towards their delivery, so they get a lot of free delivery, and I just haven't even started that yet, like, you know, and I don't know. I also think it's a little dangerous for me to be able to be delivered anything I want, so I've been, like, kind of avoiding that part of 2015, you know, like because just because I could get Beecher's mac and cheese delivered to my bed doesn't mean I should.
Yeah.
And I think like me not getting Postmates is like me giving myself a little bit of control over what I'm eating.
Yeah, true.
It's like I can walk to a lot of places too.
Yeah.
But yeah.
If we're gonna get that Beecher's mac and cheese, we're gonna walk our ass there.
I'm gonna burn it off walking uphill all the way the fuck back.
Yeah, because those are some steep fucking hills when you get down into downtown.
Yeah, they're not lying when they say Capitol Hill, okay? Like, I get it. It's a fucking hill. It is. But I actually really like, everything is so walkable. Like, I kind of feel like Seattle seems so small. Like, you know what I mean? Like, at least downtown.
The downtown area.
Not the area around it, no.
Yeah, downtown is
so small.
Pretty small, especially if you're going to compare it to, like, in New York or
yeah,
something.
That's what I'm comparing it to. Or, like, hell, even Philly.
But, I mean, like, it's really expanding, though. I bet you in, like, 5 years, like, not only downtown, but, like, Capitol Hill and Belltown and the International District are all going to look like downtown and be more like downtown.
I mean, there's a building being built everywhere you look.
Oh my god.
Every crane is decorated right now. Did we tell? Oh my god. So, they decorate the cranes with Christmas lights. Can you believe that shit?
I think we might have talked about this with Zach. But
oh, really? Damn. Well, it's so fucking cute. Like, this whole city is so goddamn festive.
Also, the top of the Space Needle has a Christmas tree on it, too.
There's a Christmas tree on the Space Needle. They have all the cranes lit. The whole city is lit. Yeah. The one tower has, like, red and green lights on the top of it. All of downtown is insane, except for that giant tree with the Pandora banner. Fuck that.
Oh, my God.
I was so sad. So they put up a giant tree in the middle of, like, the Westlake Center. And, like, me and my friends, we were like, oh, let's go take some pictures downtown. It's pretty. But, like, you can't get a picture in front of that giant Christmas tree without having the Pandora banner, like, really large.
Yeah.
So.
They also have that big-ass star on Macy's.
Yeah, Macy's looks really lit.
And then fucking Nordstrom has this huge-ass, like, they build, like, this thing on the sidewalk outside every year, and it's, like, this whole Christmas hut spectacular experience thing.
I just want to go to Snowflake Lane. I've heard amazing things.
Yeah, it's over in Bellevue, I believe.
Well, we should do that soon.
I mean, I got my Zip car activated, so now I can just rent a car at any fucking moment that I want, and I feel so liberated.
And fuck owning one.
Fuck owning a car. I now have that, and it's
like,
great.
Speaking of that, if you guys didn't know, the whole reason why we're able to even move to a nicer apartment is because we sold the car. Because we were literally spending, like, over $300 every month on just having a car in our possession.
Yeah.
Not fucking worth it. For us, because we don't need...
$300 to literally just park it and buy the insurance for it.
Yeah, like, that's not even counting gas.
And any maintenance for it.
And like, it definitely needed maintenance.
Yeah, like, I got an older car, so, like, it's gonna need maintenance. It's just like, fuck that. Like, I'm not ready for that kind of purchase. I want to buy a car when I can afford a Tesla. Like, that's what I want. That's what I want.
Well, let's hope that you never work far away again.
Yeah, honestly, though, like, I'm enjoying being that city person that walks to work. And
it's just
like,
easier to not have to be attached to such a costly thing that always needs money being put into it, you know?
Yeah.
I've never had a car.
It's so fucking liberating. And like,
I finally now, never having a car before was always horrible because I was always so dependent on other people. But now that I can walk anywhere and take public transportation, I mean, Seattle's public transportation isn't the greatest, let's be honest.
But they're working on it.
But they're working on it. They're expanding the link, apparently.
Yeah, and that's like the light rail system.
Because I like the link a lot. But I don't need to go to the airport always.
Yeah, but I mean, the only way it's really going is more towards, like, University District and more towards the north.
But there's restaurants up that way and, like, shopping up that way. True. I mean, it's not a necessity for me to go out there, but, like,
I mean, like, they are building a station for it.
Like, the link is kind of clean, too. I like it. Like,
yeah, link is nice.
It's a nice fucking subway situation. And, like, you know, I took the subways in New York. If I can do that, if I can literally train hop, like, 5 different trains to get to my destination and, like, only need to be on the phone with Steph for, like, a little bit, then, like, I can handle whatever Seattle throws at me. But it's just so nice not having to be dependent on other people for rides. Like, you have no idea how liberating it feels for me to be like, oh, I need this. I can just fucking go and get it.
Yeah.
Like, I can actually go, you know, if I need medicine, for instance. It was always like, hey, do you need to go to Walgreens or CVS? Because I need to go to CVS. You know, always just trying to, like, plan with other people. Now I can just be like, I need tampons.
Medicine. I'm going to go walk 3 blocks and get it.
Not that I need tampons anymore, Diva Cup!
Oh my god.
I'm, like, really pumped to get my period, not gonna lie.
Oh my god.
But, whatever.
What the fuck was I gonna say, though? I was gonna say something. Yeah, you used to get, like, back when we were in PA, you used to get shit for not having a license, because people would be like, oh my god, you don't have your driver's license? But, well, here you could say that, and, like, nobody would care.
Yeah. I mean, it's obviously, like, it's a skill that I want to have eventually, just in a state of an emergency. Like, but for right now, I don't need to. And plus, I really don't want to learn driving now in a fucking city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, now, though, with things like Uber and stuff, too, like...
Well, when the zombie apocalypse happens, Uber is not going to be functional. That's what I think of. Okay. Now, it's probably the anxiety in me, but I am always thinking about the apocalypse. So, also the low-key doomsday prepper.
Well, you know, if, like, you ever watch the apocalypse movies, like, the freeways are going to be packed. There's no way you're going to be able to drive out, so, like, it's not even worth
it. That beeping.
Yeah.
I am so sorry, you guys. If any... We just paused it, and then it immediately stopped.
God damn it.
I'm really sorry for any background noise. There's just, like, I want to get this episode to you guys tonight, you know?
Yeah.
That's the life. Listen for that authentic, soothing Seattle sounds.
Yeah.
We should make, like, a fucking app. Soothing Seattle sounds. It's, like, the people that fight outside the bar. And then,
oh my God.
Like, if we could import a smell, it'd be the smell of Smoking Man and his cigarette that comes through our window.
Jesus.
And then that truck, always a truck backing up. Some alarm going off somewhere, and some dog that sounds like it's gonna die.
Yeah,
every once in a while.
You hear a dog, and it's just like, what the fuck happened?
Every once in a while, I feel like a dog is dying. Like, you know when you're watching Signs? Yeah. And there's the scene where the dogs get it? Mm-hmm. It's like that every once in a while. It'll be like 3 a.m, and a dog just sounds like it's not living anymore.
No, that's still like one of the scariest fucking movies
Can we talk about it? Okay, so... Signs is probably one of my favorite movies, and I fucking hate Mel Gibson.
Back when M. Night Shyamalan was still good at making movies.
That movie is probably, like, always going to be one of my favorite movies.
Yeah,
Such a spectacular movie. Holy shit.
And for back then, like when the, I guess... I won't. Well, no, you should have seen it by now.
Okay, yeah. Spoilers out the ass. I don't give a fuck.
Like, the twist that, like, it was water that was going to kill them, like, that was, like, cool for, like, back then. Now, if you, like, did that, I feel like people would be like,
well,
oh my
people
God.
make fun of that now, but, like, at the time, and then you think about that creepy daughter that, like, always was, like, leaving the glasses of water out because she said they tasted funny. Like, the bitch knew.
She knew.
It was Dakota Fanning, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Whoa, crazy.
But then it'd be like, why'd they come to the planet with all the water on it?
True, I understand. But, like, maybe we were the only ones close. Like,
yeah, true.
They didn't elaborate in that part. But they, like, aliens always scare me. I totally believe in aliens, by the way.
Oh, me too.
The truth is out there. I believe.
I believe in it, too.
I absolutely believe. That movie just made aliens, like, their vision of what aliens looked like was so creepy. And you don't even see it until, like, the very end. I like that they, like, really keep you guessing. You have no idea what it's going to look like until he's watching the news. And that
moment kills me. That's the scariest part of that whole movie.
That is the scariest fucking thing. Him sitting in that closet, like, watching that. I think about that moment and I get chills.
Oh my God, I'm thinking about it right now too. Then I was sitting here while you were just talking, like, thinking about, like, oh, I want to bring up that scene because that's, like, the scariest part of that whole movie.
It's so
and
creepy.
It's fucking great.
And then you don't really see it until the end, and you see the reflection of it in the TV first.
Yeah.
Before you actually see it, and it's so fucking creepy.
Oh,
the whole
God.
Thing. Oh my God, I love that movie.
So good.
Such a good one. Have you seen many M. Night Shyamalan movies?
I feel like I've seen it.
Have you seen The Village?
I don't know if I've seen The Village.
You should. We should watch that. It's creepy.
Yeah.
That was probably, like, another one of my favorites. I didn't see a lot of them, though. Because then it started getting old. I was like, there was a new one every week, and I was just like, we need to stop. And Bryce Dallas Howard was, like, in every single one. Like, she did The Village, and then she was Lady in the Water, I think.
Oh. Was that him, too?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There's been a bunch. And then Scary Movie, when they spoofed Signs, it's really funny. And, like, there's the police officer or the sheriff, and their hat keeps getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
It's so funny. Oh, my God.
Back when Scary Movie was funny, too.
Yeah. It wasn't ever really funny, but we were, like, all in middle school, and we thought it was hilarious. Yeah, some of them, yeah. God, I remember being way too young to be watching that movie.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
How did that even happen? It was probably just, like, on TV. I feel like Halloween on TV used to be, like, they would show, like, the creepiest flicks, and they would have, like, all the scary movies and all the gory shit, like, all day, and, like, didn't care about, like,
Except
kids.
I never saw Saw on TV.
No, that was
never
too much.
there.
But have you seen the Saw
I've
movie?
never seen Saw, and I don't have any interest because it's just, like, gore.
It's disgusting.
Yeah, so I don't, like...
You've never seen
I hate
it?
scary movies that are just gory.
I hate scary movies in general. I just don't find them entertaining.
I
like suspenseful thrillers. I like psychological thrillers. I like anything. I don't want just like jump scares. You know, like that does not make me happy.
That's why like
also creepy children. No, fuck no.
Like Signs because it's more of a suspenseful thriller than it is like. There's a couple jumps, yeah,
and that's like a sci-fi
like,
though.
Yeah, but like it's not just like Paranormal Activity where it's just fucking jumps. Although I did like the first.
The first one, hell yes,
because that was like so original. I was like,
honestly,
holy
the
shit,
second one was good too. Remember when all the cabinets opened?
Yeah. Oh god.
Oh
damn.
fuck.
That the first one was so good.
The first one was so good. Oh, the fucked up thing about Signs. So Signs was filmed in like my hometown. Did I not mention this?
So there was also some nearby to me.
Yeah, it was close to you because it was Pennsylvania, but it was filmed in Bucks County, which is where I'm from, and it was filmed at Shady Brook Farm, which is where we would go like pumpkin picking and like haunted hayride and shit.
Wow.
And I remember seeing it in theaters because we all like knew. Everyone in our town was like really hype about it. Like it was probably in our local paper and shit. And then I just remember one guy standing up because like in the very beginning of the movie of Signs, like they try to make it seem like it's real and it's like Bucks County, blah, 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 blah. And some guy just stood up and was like, oh, hell no! Like, because we live here, and it was creepy.
Oh my god, that's like...
It added, like, such a layer of creepiness.
Yeah.
It was honestly so cool. I love that movie. I should watch that sometime. I love that movie.
That's like when the second Transformers movie came out, they filmed some of it at Bethlehem Steel, which was, like, right down the road from me, and so everybody was there. And
trying to get a glimpse of Megan Fox, right?
I still have some photos on my Facebook of, like, just what I could see of set pieces. And so, like, the very first scene in the second Transformers movie is Bethlehem Steel, and that's, like...
I've never seen the Transformers movies.
First one, I enjoyed. The other ones are just shit.
I guess we're just talking movies tonight.
I mean, I don't know. We'll see where this goes.
Yeah.
But...
I've been in, like, a movie zone right now. Just because maybe I've been enough.
We've been watching Star Wars.
Yeah, we've been watching Star Wars. And I also watched... Okay, so there's a... there on Netflix, there's a movie called Jenny's Wedding, which is a Katherine Heigl rom-com, but it's... The twist is that she's a lesbian. And so it's like your typical, stereotypical, crappy rom-com movie, but... It's a gay couple, and so it adds that to the mix.
And you think, like, oh, Katherine Heigl, this is her, like, prime rom-com.
Yeah. Like, I mean, the movie is absolute garbage. It is terrible. They don't build... Okay, first of all, it's Katherine Heigl and fucking Alexis Bledel, Rory Gilmore, and there's, like, zero chemistry, and it's weird, and they don't, like, develop any relationships at all. I mean, honestly, the movie is terrible, but I'm just so happy that, like, that exists, because I remember, like... A couple of years ago, everyone was joking, like, I just want to see, like, movies with gay couples, like, you know, I want to see Katherine Heigl, you know, in a fucking stupid rom-com, and it fucking happened. So I watched that the other day.
I want to see a movie where the girl looks like the guy.
I got really annoyed watching it, though, because they focused way too much on, like, how the family was dealing with it, because obviously the plot of the movie is, like, this girl all of her brothers and sisters are all married, and she's the only one. They're like, oh my god, what the fuck? Clock is ticking, blah, blah, blah. Stupid, crappy, patriarchal shit. And then, basically, she comes out, and she's like, well, I'm actually, I've been with my partner for 5 years, and we are getting married or whatever. And then it focuses way too much on, like, the fucking family coming around, and, like, the family griping over it and dealing with it, and it makes me mad, because I'm like, fucking, they should have been okay with it. But yeah, you know, it was an interesting movie. And then I watched a documentary called Twinsters, which I had wanted to see for a while. I knew the story. It's about like these two girls that lived in totally different areas, but they were actually twin sisters, and they were separated when they were both adopted.
Twinsters, twin sisters.
Yes. It's really good. You should watch it. It's on Netflix. It's great. I already knew like the whole story because I had read an article about it, but then I saw that they made a documentary, and it was really cool. And they found each other because the girl was in a fucking YouTube video. That's like, nice. How wild is that? Like, just a regular collab video, you know? Had she never... They were talking about, like, had she never done that collab, they would have never known. It's crazy. That's wild.
I want to watch Snervous.
Me too. I was so jealous. Zach got to screen that for, like, The Stranger.
Yeah.
And I wanted to see it. Yeah. So...
We'll
have to rent that.
Yeah, it's available, so we'll just have to rent that sometime.
Yeah. I'm interested.
Yeah. But right now, though, still working on getting you caught up on Star Wars.
Yeah, so now all we have are the prequels.
Yes.
So, time to see Hayden Christensen.
Yep.
And Natalie Portman. Woohoo. I'm excited. I remember when those movies came out, I would take lipstick and, like, draw that on my lips. Like, the line.
Oh, yeah.
I did that. That was the only thing about Star Wars I knew. I didn't know shit at all, but I was like, I'm gonna do this with my lipstick. I thought she was Leia, by the way.
Oh, my God.
This whole time, I thought that was just, like, they recast it halfway through because, like, the other bitch probably died or something. Like, God. I had no knowledge of Star Wars at all. Now I feel like I've been let in on a secret.
Yeah.
Like, I can't believe I went this long not knowing where all of this iconic shit came from.
Yeah, like you screamed when you saw, it's a trap.
When I saw that, I was like, finally, worlds, memes, everything connected.
Honestly, watching Star Wars is
I didn't know that was from Star Wars. I thought it was, like, from Star Trek.
It's necessary to understand meme culture.
Yeah, Star Trek has facepalm.
Yeah.
That's yeah. I knew that shit. I haven't seen Star Trek either. I've only seen, like, bits and pieces.
There's a lot more of that, though, because it was a TV show.
Yeah.
So, like...
I've seen, like, episodes of Star Trek in, like, my comm classes because we always talk about that show because it took a lot of risks for its time. You know what I'm saying? I'm picking up what I'm putting down.
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Oh, also, to give you a really quick review on tissues, Trader Joe's tissues, which are called... I'm there when you're sad.
They have a whole bunch of just shitty sayings on the side. Like, I'm here to pick up your tears. I'm here to whatever.
Okay, just their plain tissues. They suck.
They're horrible.
They're like the tissues that you get at your school, and they come in the light blue box that has mountains on it. If you know what I'm fucking talking about, hit me up on the Twitter. I said that in the last podcast that we recorded. And I couldn't find a picture of it. But, like, if anybody knows, there was, like, a light blue tissue box that had mountains on it. It was the worst tissues ever, and they were in public schools in Pennsylvania. So...
If you know what we're talking about, nuanced.
Email us at CoffeeWithChrachel@gmail.com if you have any information on that tissue box. But that's what these feel like. So Chris got some puffs with lotion, and I feel like my nose is spoiled. I'm like, you know those stupid, like, claymation commercials where they, they have, like, the softest looking tissue, and they rub their little noses? That's
honestly,
me.
though, that's really true, though. Like, I feel like that. I feel like those little fucks.
That's honestly me.
So we just paused there so we could...
So I could take some cold medicine.
Yeah. Oh,
I don't know what
God, it was just quiet that entire time we were paused, and then now, like, I hit play, and they're gonna fucking do stuff, like...
Yeah.
Can they not?
I was just about to say, like, we're about to move to a new apartment in February, and...
If you
are
didn't... sick of us hearing about this, like...
It's the only thing I'm excited for. Not really. But it's oh my god, it's huge for me.
Yeah.
It's a big deal.
Yeah. Like, going from, like, 2 months ago to, like, when we were in peril and you guys were here for it, to, like, doing all this shit. It's exciting.
It's exciting to have my life back. Fuck. I felt like I was on hold.
Yeah.
But I'm excited about our living situation, you know?
Yeah, it's...
We've had some pretty interesting living situations.
Yeah, you could say that. Interesting is definitely the appropriate word to describe.
This is the best one so far, even with our leaky ceiling.
Yeah, I mean,
and
that's probably, like, the worst part is, like...
The construction. I would say the construction is the worst part for me, just because it fucking fucks my whole day.
Yeah, but, yeah. So, I mean, this has definitely still been, like, the best.
Yeah, it's been the best. Honestly, probably due to the fact that we don't have roommates.
Oh, yeah. I mean...
It's just nice.
Yeah. I mean, these Squeezy and Lyle, those roommates, they shit on a box. Like, what is that? Like,
well,
so annoying. Like,
I read a study that, like, apparently cats are not, they don't think of you as their parents. They think of you as your roommates. Like, you're just, like, weird, ugly-ass, big cats. And I hate thinking like that. Because
I am your fucking parent.
I am your parent, yeah. And honestly, if that were true, Squeezy is a horrible roommate. He makes a mess sometimes.
Yeah, he's a piece of shit.
Like, with his food. Same with Lila, though. Oh, my God.
Lila just...
They would be terrible roommates. No,
Yeah.
They're my children. So...
Squeezy is...
Oh, my God. Squeezy's, like, really excited right now. They're gonna fuck each other up.
Yeah.
They're getting in that mode of the evening. So... Yeah. God, just, like, think about, like, a few years ago.
Where we've come from.
Like, alright, so it's 2015. Literally 5 years ago, you were living with Stinkbug.
Not Stinkbug.
Oh.
Yeah.
The guy that always tried to walk in on us having
Chicken
sex.
Nugget. Yeah.
Chicken Nugget, yeah.
Chicken Nugget.
So we do have code names for everybody, basically.
Yeah. That was, like, the way we talked. Like, we were just like, Chicken Nuggets here.
Yeah. He was just, like, a really mean bully kind of dude in our college. And
yeah,
he was, like...
typical, like, freshman, like, oh, my God, college party, beer, yeah,
he
bro.
was but he was mean. Like, really rude.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't get along with him. And I was honestly, like, afraid to be around him because I was worried he was going to, like, pick on me. And he would be, like... He would leave the dorm and he'd be, like, showered or whatever.
Yeah.
And he'd be like, all right, I'm leaving. I'm going out for the night. Like, I'm staying at my girlfriend's dorm or whatever. And then he'd leave, and then I'd be, like, staying there. And then he'd come back.
This is my roommate, by the way.
And then he'd come back, like, 20 minutes later.
Yeah.
On purpose. And you're like, oh, what are you doing, man? Remember, like, God, I don't miss that.
No, I don't miss that at all. And it was just, like, just really weird because, like, we definitely were not, like, friends. And so, like, it's weird when you have a roommate and you're just, like, two people sharing a room and not, like, friends in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah, I didn't have that until, like, sophomore year.
Yeah.
When I was living with What's-Her-Face.
Yeah.
And...
we
were more like acquaintances.
Yeah.
And that was fine. But she had a totally opposite schedule than me and ended up, like, keeping me awake. Oh, God, I did not miss being in that situation.
The best was when we were in the dorms and, like, you didn't have a roommate for, like, 2-3 weeks.
Oh, that was so nice.
That was the greatest. That was so amazing.
And my RA threatened to give me a fucking roommate before... God, it's so annoying having to, like,
just
cancel out people's names.
Just think of a name.
Victoria.
Yeah.
So...
Life is strange. But yeah, sophomore year was...
It was like I came to school and I had, like, a person that I was friends with from my freshman year that was going to be my roommate. And then she, like, texted me, like, a week before school started and was like... I think I, like, texted her and asked her if, like, she had a floor-length mirror because I was going to bring mine or something, you know?
Yeah.
Like, typical dorm shit. She was like, LOL, I'm not coming the first semester. And I was like, what? So I get there and I have no roommate. And my RA was like, oh, we'll find you someone. I'm like, fuck no, because I don't want to get stuck with somebody that I don't know until, like, Victoria gets here, because she was just going to be, like, a semester behind or whatever.
Yeah.
And so then I ended up taking Meredith, and that did not work out the best.
Oh my
because we just had opposite
God.
schedules.
And then, like, also, it was, like, fighting over heat, air.
Okay.
Like...
So, like, I'm the type of person that, like, I don't like having the heat on because I get really warm under blankets easily. And so, oh my God, I would, like, she would wake up really early because she had all 8 a.m. classes because she was crazy. And so she'd be up super, super fucking early. And didn't she also have, like, something, like, some activity that was, like, really early in the morning? I can't remember.
Might have.
But it was, like, I swear she was waking up at, like, 5 a.m., and she would immediately, like, turn the heat up, like, really, really
on
hot.
full blast.
And
like...
I just didn't know how to fucking deal with that. Oh, my God, Lila, please. Because it was just so, it would just get so fucking warm in I almost said apartment, but it was our dorm room. So that was, like, really it. Other than that, like, not the worst. We did sleep in bunk beds for a while, but that was our own stupidity. Like, why did we
thought it
even...
was going to be a good idea, but then it was...
quote-unquote room for activities. What fucking activities do you need to be doing in your dorm room? Like, honestly, don't bunk it. It's so pointless. You're not going to buy a couch or anything to put in there, so it's like... You're just... Oh, my God. And I was bottom bunk.
Mm-hmm.
And she was... Every morning, she woke up earlier than me and was, like, shaking my whole bed.
Yeah.
That was so stupid. Why did we do that?
Stupid idea.
Yeah, that was just a dumb idea.
Sophomore year was really interesting, because, like, we were together, and, like, we were just, like, spending every night just sleeping in the same bed, and it's, like, whatever we want to do, and, like, it was either that situation that you just described, or who we call Stink Bug.
Well, wait, I have one more story with Meredith.
Yeah.
So, one morning, we're sleeping, me and Chris, and Meredith wakes up super, super early to, like, shower. And she wasn't a bad roommate or anything. It was just, like, our schedules were conflicted.
She was a nice person.
Yeah, I really liked her. It was just, like, it was inconvenient because I had later classes, but whatever. But she comes in one day and she's like, you'll never fucking believe what's in the bathroom.
Oh, God, I remember
And
this.
we were like, what? And there was, I kid you not, a giant waterproof purple sparkly dildo in one of the showers. And... So,
like, that's cool, but, like
I
why would you
love
leave
it. I was all for it. Like, it's just so funny. Like, I'm just imagining, like, putting that in your shower caddy and, like, just walk into the, communal bathroom. Like, I just loved everything about it. So that was just a fun...
I also would not be doing any sort of anything in those showers.
Oh, no, I got really... I'm sorry, but, like, there's no possible way that I can feel aroused in that shower ever.
No way.
They were so disgusting. Like, I'm sure your dorm showers were worse because of the dudes, but, like,
yeah.
I had seen some things. I had no idea how disgusting girls can be until I went to college and shared a bathroom with a bunch of them. I shared a bathroom with, like, 30 girls?
Something like that.
And... I've seen some things that have made me a stronger and tougher individual. Like, oh my God. I remember didn't someone get lice or something? Like, didn't something go around and we were all, like, worried we were going to get it?
I don't know.
So, like, some fucked up shit happened. Like, I hated being, like, living in that. And I was always sick.
Yeah.
We were always
sick.
Freshman and sophomore year, we were just sick the whole time.
That was fucking terrible.
But yeah, we lived with... It was like, so I was with Meredith, and then you had
I
Stink
was
Bug.
with Stink Bug, and this gentleman was a charmer. He
like, genuinely was charming, though.
No, he was actually,
like the
a
nicest
nice guy.
fucking guy.
And if you talk to him, and, like, if I brought up something to him, like, what I did a lot, and he would be like, oh, yeah, man, like, I totally get it, no problem, like, totally chill, not mad or anything, but, like, he was just so unknowing of how to live with somebody else.
Yeah. He was a frat guy, and he would be out really, really late, which is fine, but it was like, oh my God, he would just come in at, like, 4 a.m. and, like, put the TV on, and then you'd have to be like, hey, can you wear headphones? And he'd be like, oh, shit, like, I never even thought of that. Like, he was a huge stoner. And so he was like, oh, fuck, that never even occurred to me, man. Like,
yeah.
I'll definitely... And he would watch, like, it was funny. He would watch documentaries
Yeah.
about, like, oil and fracking and shit. But,
mixed in with 30 Rock.
And oh my god, I can't
I
could never watch 30 Rock now. That theme song alone, like, pisses me off now because it would, like, wake us up. But, like, he wasn't, like, he was a really nice guy, but he was the messiest motherfucker.
Like, I kid you not, there was a visible dividing line.
It's like a line of garbage.
Yeah, like I would push all this shit over to his side with my foot, and there would be a visible line in between my clean side and his, like, just covered with.
He had like an industrial sized trash can too.
Yeah, he had that industrial.
Have we talked about this before?
No, I don't think we have.
Okay.
And like he had a mountain of water bottles underneath his underneath his bed.
It just smelled really bad
and it
too.
Smelled horrible.
Because like, okay, first of all. So, in our college, Chris and I were in, like, the same dorm building, like, both years?
Yeah, both times.
Okay. And it would be so disgusting, because, like, the way that I ended up on the floor with the dudes, and there was, like, always more women at our school than guys, I guess. And so, like, basically it was, like, the first 2 floors of our building were all girls, and then the 3rd floor was, like, 1 wing of girls, and then, like, 2 wings of dudes. And to go into the dude's wings and to open up the door to that hallway, you just immediately are hit with the most vile smell you could ever imagine, and like intensified. And then that was also what your dorm smelled like too.
It was horrible.
I hated like when you would, you know, you'd come get me from my dorm and we would be sleeping at your room. Like, I didn't mind, obviously, because I had, like, a falling out with my roommate, like, halfway through sophomore year, and so then it was, like, uncomfortable for me to sleep there and shit. And so when I would, like, leave, but, like, when you opened that door to get into your hallway, and I would be hit with that smell of, like, just stagnant boy air.
Yeah.
And, like, sweat. Oh, my God. I don't even know how to describe it. I never smelled it. I haven't smelled it since.
Yeah.
I can't imagine, like, I don't miss sharing a bathroom. Holy shit. Oh my god. I had so much anxiety about shitting in those public bathrooms. Mm-hmm. It was so annoying. I couldn't believe, you know, and that was before poopery really existed.
I never had to worry because, you know, like, guys, you'd be like, if you hear somebody shitting, somebody would be like, yeah, do it, like, oh my god.
Oh my god, for us, it's like, how can I not make ever a noise? Like, there's specific fucking pads and shit that are made with certain rappers that are supposed to be, like, quiet. Though I don't get embarrassed at all about, like, menstrual stuff. Like, if someone hears me, like, messing around with a tampon wrapper or something, I'm like, I don't have a secret. But I don't want to, like, stink up a whole bathroom in an Olive Garden. You know? Like, I don't want to...
Yeah.
I don't want to fuck it up. And also, when you were sick and you, like, had to throw up, like... You're in a bathroom where everybody can see you. And, like, it wasn't even, like, sick from drinking. It was, like, remember when I ate the Twizzlers?
Yes.
That
was great.
That was a stupid... I don't even want to talk about it.
God damn
it. I threw up earlier today, so I don't even want to discuss it. God. College. What an interesting... Dorms.
Man. You know, I used to say, like... Oh, yeah, you should stay in the dorms. Just
it wasn't that bad, though.
Well, yeah.
I'm still lucky. I feel grateful to have had the experience. Because it really did teach me how to put up with fucking a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Kind of like how we said, like, another time, like, we had service jobs, so it's like, we were thankful we had that, because, like, but, like, that, too.
It made me better at conflict resolution.
Yeah. Because
there was a lot of conflict resolution, and you started off being really shitty at it, and then you got, like, either more passive-aggressive or just, like, better at not, like, hurting anybody and having, like, a huge explosion.
Yeah, definitely interesting experiences in all of that.
Yeah. You're the best roommate I've ever had, though.
Same to you.
That and Squeezy.
Then... Our junior year, we got our first apartment.
And that was like, whoa.
That was...
I'm only sharing a bathroom with 4 people now.
Yes.
It's crazy. And we had 2... Can you believe there was a time in our lives where we had a 1.5 bath, 3-bedroom apartment with a living room?
Yeah. Like, what? That was crazy.
Like, I know I don't really count it because it was like... at school, but, like, it counts. Like, we at one point had a 3-bedroom, shitty drop ceiling apartment.
Yep. But that also had, the kitchen was literally like a closet.
Oh my god. But it did have a spacious closet.
Yeah, it did have a good closet, but also the air conditioning / heating was broken, and they never fixed it no matter how many times we asked them.
And we were infested with stink bugs.
And stink bugs.
Oh my god, there was, like, I would come home from class. If you don't know what a stink bug is, you should just, like, quick do a little Google search. They just came to, like, the East Coast and, like, other areas, I'm sure. But, like, they came to the East Coast randomly, like, when we were in high school.
If you ever research it, the first point of, like, where they came in was Allentown, PA.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Your trash fucking town.
Yeah.
Your town brought the stink bugs. It's like the fucking plague out there. Like, they're these stupid, harmless-ass pieces of shit, but they're ugly. And they make a loud noise when they, like, fly around because they have, like, a shell. Ugh! They're just, like,
and then if you
everywhere.
If you crush one to, like, kill it, like, you don't do that.
You
because
don't.
That's where the stink comes from, and you get this faint little smell, and it draws a million more.
Yeah, if you kill one, they come for you. So you have to, like, get it in a tissue and, like, flush it. Or, like, throw it outside. But if you throw it outside, it's just, like, it's gonna be... And they get in every little crev.
Yep.
They got into everything. It was so...
Remember that time Squeezy ate a stink bug?
Oh, my God.
Never again.
He never... Okay, so Squeezy... The moment Squeezy ate a stink bug, it changed him. Like, it literally changed the way that he attacks prey. Like, so... Apparently they are somewhat poisonous to cats. We did not know that.
Not lethally or anything.
Just
like...
enough that it numbs their tongue. Thank God there's no fucking stink bugs here in Seattle.
I mean, they do exist in
the
Pacific
exist.
Northwest, but, like, we live in the heart of the city, so, like...
I haven't seen a bug bigger than a fly in a year.
I'm so happy about that.
Besides mosquitoes.
Yeah, true.
But, like, fuck. So, yeah, so Squeezy ate a stink bug at one point, and then it made his tongue numb, so, like, he was just not loving life. And now, when he sees a bug, he just, like, points it out to me, but he won't attack it because he's afraid.
Yeah.
So, isn't that fucked up?
That was really hilarious when it happened.
There would be, like, I'd come home from class, and there'd be, like, 13 in the window.
Yep.
And I'd have to do homework, and I'd have to, like, spend, like, a half hour, like, getting them all out. Oh my God.
Horrible.
There was no stopping them, like, because nothing in our apartment was, like, actually sealed very well.
Yep.
So, like, they would just come in anyway. Oh man, it was the worst. And we had a lot of spiders too in that apartment.
Like, every place, you think about it, every place we lived in was, like, so old to the point where they were just about to knock it down and replace it. Because, like, our dorms, they're all knocked down now and they're all replaced. That apartment's gone now and it's been knocked down and replaced with new ones.
Every place that we've made a memory has been fucking burned to the ground.
Except for our last apartment in PA, like...
Who knows if that even still stands?
I'm sure it's probably still there, but, you know... Maybe not.
Do you ever think about the fact that, like, the place where we first met we'll never be able to see?
Yeah.
That's kind of fucked up. Not that I'm, like, really planning on visiting Millersville's campus ever.
Yeah. It's fucked up how many memories that campus holds.
Yeah.
It's fucked up.
I know. Well, they won't get rid of that pond. It's the only thing that's pretty on that whole campus. So,
God.
We still have that, which I feel is, like, low-key cliche, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Of course it is. We are low-key cliche. It's fine.
But in that first apartment that we got with all stink bugs and all those problems, the best part was our upstairs neighbor. Because we lived on, there's like 2 floors, and so there'd be people upstairs, people downstairs. We had downstairs. Our upstairs neighbors were, would you say that they're like, that they're not our roommates, but like, they were just, like, the worst, like, experience out of, like, all of the living situations.
Probably, like, the worst neighbors ever.
Yeah, definitely the worst neighbors ever.
I've never had neighbors that were bad before. Even in the dorms, like, the walls were really solid.
Yeah.
And they were bad. They were, like, just, oh my God. They
would stomp around.
Yeah, I know. That was the worst. But they also, like, there was, like, for a year, we just had no idea. For months, we were like, what is that clanging noise? And one day, like, we wrote, like, a Post-it note, like, I guess, or something. I think that was how it all started.
Yeah.
and this was like forever ago. How many years ago was this? Like 3 years ago?
2-3 years ago,
Jesus. Time flies. And we were just like, yo, what the fuck? And so he comes over, like, one of the dudes from the upstairs, and he, like, pulls one of these handmade knives out on Chris, and is like, that noise you hear is the sound of me smithing these knives for the people that I love. And it was, so
what
nuanced.
The fuck? So this dude's literally got an anvil in his room and is smithing knives.
I just picture him, like, with a roaring fire, and, like, he's sweating, like...
Pokers and, like, tongs and shit, like...
The most random, like, a lot of people, like, these apartments were trashed, and it was all college kids, so nobody was respectful, and, like, I understood that, and it was fucking annoying anyway, and it was dumb, but, like, oh my god, of course we land underneath the kid that, like, whose hobby is smithing, like, what the fuck?
This is also the same dude that had, like, a ridiculously...
He had the staff.
He had,
like, a branch... Oh, man. Yeah, he was, you know, the guy that's wearing the drug rug at school. You know what I'm talking
pushing
about.
himself around on a longboard.
The white kid with dreads, okay? The white kid with dreads.
With a staff and a longboard pushing himself through campus.
And they had that bro call.
Oh my god, the bro call!
Oh!
Yeah, something like that.
Oh my god.
You would hear that out somebody's window, and then all of a sudden the entire, like, apartment community was, like, echoing with this shitty
Can
call.
you believe that? College is a whole planet that I don't ever want to go back to.
No, oh
Holy
my god.
shit. And I would be, like, recording a video, and all of a sudden you'd hear, ooh, and I'd be like, fuck. God, what a time. What a time.
There was a whole bunch of other nuances about living in that apartment, though, too, with our, like, roommate situation.
Oh my god.
That was, that you got some more whiffs of that wonderful boy smell that you, loved so much.
From one of our roommates' doors.
He decided to do all of his working out, just in his room, including, like, jumping jacks, shaking the whole apartment.
Oh my god. I would just be, like, sitting on my bed, and it would just be vibrating, and I'd be like, I guess it's fitness. It's Blogilates time.
And then, like, the door would open, it'd be just wafting smell of...
Do you remember how fast he walked
Yes.
throughout the apartment?
Yes.
He wasn't that, like, honestly, like, we complained a lot because we would basically be overhearing sermons 24/7.
Yeah.
And that was what annoyed me. But, like, in the grand scheme of things, not the worst. Like, just...
He did also scratch our non-stick pan on the first night.
Oh my god! So, we bought, like, new cookware for this apartment. It was, like, our first place.
Yeah, because we provided everything for this damn place.
Okay, yeah, we did get fucking... We got fucked over a lot because we literally got everything for that place and no one helped. But he, like, used one of our pans to make hamburger helper, but the first day he tried to make hamburger helper, he, like, didn't understand why there wasn't any hamburger in the box. And he was like, I don't understand. Like, I thought the meat was all in it, and he didn't know that it was just the helper. And so he had to go, and then he bought, like, frozen ground beef, and then put, like, the frozen ground beef straight into my pan, and then just used a fork and really fucked up my coating. I was so bitter about that, too.
That was so horrible.
Where is that pan now? Who is she?
It's gone.
It's gone, girl.
It's gone.
So many of our cooking things are gone, but now we have good ones.
Yep.
We have, like, a nice nuanced
We lost,
collection.
like, almost everything when we moved here.
We lost everything but the KitchenAid.
Yeah, that was, like, one of the few things we
The
kept.
food processor, our piece of shit food processor.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really, really want the KitchenAid food processor attachment, but it's probably expensive.
Oh, it's definitely going to be a little expensive.
I'm going to look it up. I'm going to look this the fuck up. I want the ice cream one so that I can make, like, sorbet.
Yeah.
Like with, basically, like, using, like, my smoothie mix, you know, and, like, have it, like, healthy. I would want the ice cream attachment, I want the food processor, and they have, like, a peeler / slicer thing, and it's, like, just wild, you know? Just crazy shit.
You want the pasta maker, too?
Oh, hell yeah. I don't even make homemade pasta, but I want it. But it's, like, $90 for that shit. Or it's, like, more expensive, honestly. KitchenAid food processor. I swear it's, like, it's gotta be really expensive. Okay. Here we go. Oh, I hope it's, like, the attachment. Oh no, these are just like
No,
regular
those are
food
actually
processors.
KitchenAid food processors.
Fuck. Okay, hold on. Anything you wanted to talk about, man? Any nuances? Any intrigues? Food processor attachment.
Man, I'm just trying to think of like other shit that happened. Like the kitchen in that last apartment that we were talking about, that was like the worst because like it had like a half stove. It was like a really
the
narrow...
first apartment, yeah.
Yeah. And...
Oh my god, the food processor attachment is $149.99. Ugh, I want it so bad.
God.
Fuck, it would be like, it juliennes. Like it fucking juliennes. Do you care if we pause?
Where's your julienne?
Where's your julienne? I want to pause so I can blow my nose.
Okay, nose is blown. We're back. We paused like 5 times in this episode, sorry.
Yeah, I know. So, I have a question for you, Chris.
Okay.
Do you know, like...
The Muffin Man?
No. When you were little, like, did you have an idea of what your future would look like? Like, what did you imagine what 30 would look like, for instance?
Oh, God.
Because 30 to me was like adulthood, which I'm quickly learning is not fucking true. Oh my god.
Like when I was like in elementary school, or like when I was like...
Elementary school, yeah.
Oh my god.
Like, because when you think about it, like when you're in elementary school, fucking college seems like crazy. Like college seems like you're an adult, and 30 is like you're definitely like, you know, you're completely an adult and you're the most mature ever, and then anything after that is like old and crusty, right? But like as you grow up, it's like 30 is really fucking young, I feel. You know?
Yeah.
30 is so young.
Definitely now. It's definitely younger than...
It is.
Yeah.
30 is so young. I mean, I know so many people that are just turned 30.
Yeah.
Or like 31, 32, and it's still just, it's just a young thing.
Yep.
I think I'm going to be great in my 30s. I'm excited for my 30s. Honestly, I think 30s will be like a really fun time.
Late 20s.
Late 20s death is going to be my like high point. But like I think I'm going to have a kick-ass 30s. I mean, I'm hoping.
I don't know. I mean, I probably just like imagined that I was just going to be some sort of like moderately successful scientist of some sort.
Yeah?
Yeah. I mean, I definitely imagined my shit would be together.
I thought that I was going to be like a teacher or a beauty chemist.
Yeah, I know that was
like a
what you
makeup
wanted
chemist.
to be. Yeah.
Or a teacher. And like I could picture myself like teaching and making my lesson plans and stuff. It's something I might do eventually, but I didn't want to do it when I was young.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean,
I'd love to teach like a laid back class about like social media someday.
yeah. I never ever since I was so incredibly like awkward and shy, I never ever thought about like any sort of position that would ever put me in like
A spotlight.
any sort of spotlight or any sort of
Performance.
role where I had to talk like in general. So like I never thought about it, but I would totally love to be a college professor at some point in my life. And I think I'd be a fucking bomb-ass fucking professor. Like
I feel like you'd be the professor that they really respect because you know your shit, but you're not like a piece of shit, you know? And you do care, though. And I feel like your class would be interesting because you know how to make some jokes.
I would love that.
I would take a meteorology class by you. I want you to show me your cumulonimbus.
Oh my god, please stop.
No, I think that would be fun.
I want to have people rating me on Rate My Professor.
Did I tell you I found Jill Craven on Facebook?
Oh my god.
Our film teacher. She like popped up in my like people you may know because I'm friends with a couple of comm professors.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, I was like, that's a cool job. Like not that I need to do film, but I don't know. I liked that class so much.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely thought I was going to be some sort of science person. When I was in 7th grade, I did like a Pennsylvania science contest, and I actually got to like, it was like a local level.
Did you do the science fairs? Is it kind of like that?
Kind of in a way. I mean,
it was like the big project of the year in our science class. Is like you picked like a thing you wanted to research, and the whole thing was like that you really like show your understanding of like the scientific process and like make a hypothesis and do the experiment. And so
the 7 steps or whatever.
Yeah, so like the whole thing is that like you created your own process to like do and like your own experiment. And so
what was yours?
Mine was I was studying the growth of mold on different foods in different environments. So I put one like in the refrigerator, one in room temperature, and one
what was the food?
In like a shower area, so it was like a little bit more humid.
Yeah.
And so I can't remember all the foods. I think there was definitely like cheese, bread, and there's something else too. And so then like I watched it for a week. I recorded what I saw every day.
Yeah.
And so then I wrote up a report and everything. Apparently it was cool enough that like I got to like it was like the local level. I forget where I presented it.
Some sort of
like thing. I presented it, and they were like, "Yo, this is pretty cool. You can move on to the state level." And so I got to go to Penn State, and
I think I remember you telling me about this.
Yeah, I went to Penn State, and then I presented it to professors at Penn State.
How old were you?
I was in 7th grade.
Oh,
I was incredibly nervous. I know I fucked it up so like a lot, and I didn't go on to like the national level, but like it was still like cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I did the science fair once.
Yeah.
I did a balloon, and you rub it against your hair, and then you have a bunch of paper punched out holes, like the little hole punch papers, and you hover it above, and then the papers float up and touch the balloon, and I explained why that happens.
Oh.
I don't fucking know now, but at one point I did. But I used to do reading Olympics.
Oh.
Did you do that?
No, I did not.
Oh, that was the shit. It was like Jeopardy, but for books. So, like, you'd have, like, a list of books, and then you'd be competing against all the different schools in the county or whatever, or, like, the state.
Yeah.
And it would just be, like, trivia, and it would be, like, nuanced trivia, and, like, you have to, like, just be on it and get the most points or whatever, and I just remember reading a lot of books for it, because you'd have to read, like, so many books. God. That was fun, though. I loved that.
Yeah, I remember all those different type of competition things.
Yeah.
There's so many.
The Reading Olympics. That was elementary school for me.
I feel like there was another one that's kind of like that, but it wasn't just like related to like books. But I can't think of it. It was just like general knowledge.
Yeah.
Shit. Fuck, I can't remember.
Did you like to do debates when you were in school?
I didn't do any. Like, I was so awkwardly
But what
shy.
if you had to? Like, was there ever a time in class where you had to do a debate? Because they usually cover that shit.
I might have. I mean...
And did you freak?
Well, yeah, definitely. I mean, I can remember in my senior year of high school when I was taking a AP World History class.
Oh, yikes.
Yeah, and so, like, there was times when we were, like, debating politics in there, and I was like...
I hated debating politics in the Pennsylvania public school.
Yeah.
And our schools were pretty liberal, but I still hated it.
Yeah.
But I would do it, I liked debates.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe I was
I would probably enjoy them more now, but...
But I didn't know what the fuck I was talking about. I can't believe it. I liked debates more in college. They were a lot more thoughtful.
Yeah.
I had that ethics class for journalism, and that was pretty much like a debate class that you'd see like a piece of journalism, and there was like a case that went along with why it was unethical or like why there was controversy around it, and then you just debated on if it was ethical or not.
Yeah.
And it was so interesting because no one ever agreed. And like, I'm trying to think of like a specific example, like the falling man photo from 9/11.
Yes.
That picture itself is highly controversial because it's a photo of someone,
Yes.
dying, basically. And it's anonymous, and like, how would, there was like a whole debate on whether or not that was ethical to put in the paper, like, if his family saw it, but is he recognizable, or blah, 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 and all this stuff, and it was just like a really interesting class.
Yeah.
And it never got like annoying to be debating. It was just like everybody really had some good points.
Even at that point, I wasn't even into like that too much, because I mean, like, I was just doing so many meteorology classes, and it's kind of just like, here's math.
Yeah.
So, like, there's not, like, a lot of time for, like, debating.
Yeah. In high school, we had a lot of, like, debate kind of stuff like that. We had this one class in, I think it was, like, sophomore year of high school, and you did, like, a simulation, and it was called, like, a world simulation, and basically you picked out of, like, a raffle, and everybody got a country or, like, a figure in the world, and, like, I know that I actually was, like, my thing that I chose was like, you just pulled out of a hat.
Yeah.
Mine was a terrorist group.
Oh my god.
I was not happy with that. And so, basically, it was trying to, like, teach, like, how things happen in, like, the world or whatever. And so, like, you could do things, and there was, like, all sorts of things that you could do and stuff, and how everybody would react, and everybody was, like, a different person. Like, it went on for, like, a couple of weeks and stuff, and, like...
Yeah, I think those definitely happened, too. I don't know why I was never a part of one.
It was really fun. I mean, it was fucked up.
Yeah.
I remember, like, it was fucked up, because you had to do stuff in order to, like, even if you weren't, you know... I didn't like being a fucking terrorist group in this fucking stupid class or whatever. But, oh my god, that was the teacher, we always said that he looked like the ladybug from A Bug's Life. And so we would, like, print out pictures of that ladybug and, like, put them on the chalkboard, like, magnet them up there. And he, like, hated it but loved it, you know?
Yeah.
And when he signed my yearbook, he signed it, like, with a ladybug. And shit. Yeah. Mr. Capecci. I was trying to...
Mr. Capecci.
So, like, I have a really good memory, clearly.
Yes.
But... I used to do this, like, brain task at night. This is so random. But I used to do this, like, task at night when I couldn't fall asleep. I'd try to go through... This is, like, a technique that I use to, like, focus on something so that I can, like, fall asleep. And it would be, like, trying to go in order from, like, kindergarten or, like, even preschool up. All of the teachers that I've had, their names.
Fuck that.
And up until, like, maybe 2 to 3 years ago, I could fucking do it. And now I can't, and I'm sad.
I could have never fucking done that.
I don't like that I'm, like, already losing my mind.
Oh my god.
But, like, I hate that, you know? I can recall most of it, but, like, it takes me a while. I used to be so much faster at it.
Yeah, I mean, trust me, like, I don't remember a lot of things, and it fucking pisses me off, / sometimes scares me, but, like...
Yeah. It makes me angry that there's so many moments that I've had and so many things that I've encountered that I am going to have, like, some random occurrence happen to bring it back to me.
Yeah.
And, like, I'm missing all this information. Like, sometimes I just think about, like, a hobby or a task or, like, a toy that I liked at one point that meant so much to me, and it'll just, like, come back, and I'm like, whoa, that was, like, so important to me at that point.
Maybe at some point in our life, technology will advance so much that there'll be, like, memory things.
Well, that was what I loved about this Inside Out movie, and, like, just, like, seeing all of the memories, like, visualized like that, like, as, like, the little orbs, and I was just like, wow, I wish I could, like, just scroll through my, like, memory cloud and, like, just pick out a couple of things.
That's all I'd be doing.
I'd love to, like, rewatch my life.
Oh my god, that would be so great. I secretly hope that technology exists at some point where I could, like, unlock.
I want to unlock my vault of memories.
Yeah, seriously though.
But honestly, it's so interesting to me to, like, think about, like, how you can have an entire day that probably, you know, was a whole day and a whole experience, and how that's not going to, like, mean anything to you, and then you can't even recall that day. I mean, I'm lucky that I have a pretty decent memory. Yeah. But it's just fucking
I'm
wild.
lucky that I have you here to recall a lot of things.
Oh, I give you the fine details to your hazy ass memories. Yeah. That's why I'm here, man. It's fine.
I feel like it's like because I was trying to be a scientist, I feel like it's, like, such a, like, stereotype of, like, a scientist person is, like, they're, like, really fucking smart, like, in, like, the field of, like, what they're studying and everything, but then, like, outside of that, like, bad social skills and, like, just bad, like, overall, like, memory retention of things, you know?
The details
and just random other things and being forgetful in other ways.
That's their stereotype.
Yeah.
Hey, I fit the stereotypical Pisces.
Yeah.
I'm that sad fish.
I'm
a sad fish.
Oh my god.
Wow. A nuanced look a perspective of my life. That's fine, though. I'm here to have all the memories. I don't know, I'm really, focused on details.
Yeah.
And so I, like, really pick up on things, and I like to have, like, even my dreams, I can usually remember what happens.
Yeah, as soon as I wake up, fucking over. Like,
Yeah.
once in a while, I'm like, wow, like, Squeezy was talking to me, or something. Like, I don't know.
What's the last dream you can remember having?
I couldn't tell you. I
Really?
literally could not tell you.
Wow. Because I can remember mine from, like, weeks ago.
I could tell you, like, emotions that I
Okay.
felt during my dreams. Like, I can tell you last night I was having dreams that weren't nightmares, but I was just not particularly happy with the scenarios that were going on. Could not tell you anything about it, but sometimes I'll wake up with the emotions that I was having in those dreams.
Like, I'm happy that I have dreams that I can remember, but it also is annoying when they're... Because most of my dreams, like 90% of them, are stressful anxiety dreams, where I'm trying to complete and this has been going on since I was in elementary school. In elementary school, it was missing the school bus.
Yeah.
It was like, I'm trying to complete a simple task, like getting to school on time, and everything working against me, and me walking through, like, mud, like, I couldn't, like, get there fast enough, things like that. Everything was so slow, and, like, now I have stressful dreams about, like, everyday things that are just mundane,
Yeah.
but can be amplified into a stressful shit, and it's so fucking annoying because I wake up being so on edge, and I'm like, oh my god, but nothing was real, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So those linger with me, but I have a lot of apocalypse dreams. So annoying. I'm so sick of having those dreams.
Yeah, I mean, it can be good and bad both ways.
Did I ever tell you about my mother's reoccurring dream?
You might have.
This is
feel
like
this is something that you've told me before, but I don't remember what it was.
It used to creep me the fuck out when I was
You've
young.
definitely told me about this, but I don't remember what the dream was.
So my mom...
Bad memory at work here.
Yeah, I know. So my mom would tell me, like, for years growing up, that she had a reoccurring dream where, like, she's walking with me on a dock, and we go out to the edge of the dock, and I fall in the water, and, like, I'm drowning, and my dad, like, goes in and, like, tries to, like, come up, and he keeps coming up, like, he can't find me, and basically, like, I'm gone, girl.
God.
And so that was where I think my fear of underwater stemmed from, because I would, like, associate, like, that happening, and, like, she would tell me about it all the time. Like, honestly, probably should have kept that to herself.
So,
TBH.
like, maybe if knowing of those dreams didn't happen, like, you're really fascinated by the ocean, but, like, you're afraid of, like, being underneath water or anything like that. Maybe she never told you about those dreams. Maybe it'd be, like, you're, like, just supremely fascinated with the ocean.
I know.
Embracing your Pisces self.
I know. But I remember, because of this, I was afraid of docks my whole life.
Oh.
Because I thought that if I went on a dock, that it would probably be, like, where I was gonna die.
Yeah.
So, I remember this one time, I was on a dock, and it was, like, we were going to see someone's wedding, and it was, like, at a beach. I think it was, like, Virginia Beach or some shit.
Okay.
Something in that. Maryland, Delaware? I don't know.
Somewhere in there.
Somewhere in there. And I remember, like, we were just, like, chilling on the beach at night, and there was a dock, and I went to the edge of it, and I was thinking in my head, like, oh my god, whoa, like, something feels weird here, like, what if, like, this is where it's gonna happen and shit, and so, I don't know, but I think I got over it, because, like, I don't have that fear anymore, but then again, I haven't been on a dock in a while.
Yeah.
Like, the end of a dock.
We'll just have to find a duck.
Yeah. But isn't that
Well,
weird?
you know what?
And she said it would be, like, the same exact dream every single time.
This is a really random thing that I remember, but, like, when we went on a date to, I don't think it's, like, that big park that's by your house, but it was somewhere, it was, in the video, that we made a video about it. It was,
okay.
Seductive Dolphin Poses. Yeah, that one, like...
I think that was, like, Cork Creek Park.
Was it? Okay, I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
But,
there's a dock.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, I remember that dock.
Yeah, and, like, some friend that you knew was there, like, on the dock,
I
and we
remember
went
that.
out on the dock and talked to him, and, like, you were seeming fine.
Yeah, I'm fine with it now. It was, like, only when I was, like, really young, and that wedding that I went to was, like, in middle school.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I was like in 7th grade or 6th grade. Yeah.
I mean, you also did go on to a cruise.
Yeah, I know. Though I was terrified at night. Oh my god. So, I've seen Titanic.
Yes.
We've all
First
seen
movie
it.
you saw in theaters.
Yeah, it was. Oh my god, I love that movie. More water. But when I was on the cruise, when it's dark and you're in the middle of the ocean, everything looks black. It is so creepy.
Yeah.
It is like when you're looking at the edge, like if you don't look down and you just look straight,
It's just black.
you can't see anything in front of you. It almost feels like you have like a curtain in front of you or something. It is so creepy. I don't know how to describe the feeling.
Oh no, I can bet. Like,
It's just so weird. Have you ever been on a big boat?
no.
No?
Nope.
I went whale watching once.
No.
Wow.
No.
I don't want to go on another cruise, but I'd like to go on like a whale watching excursion.
Yeah,
Out in,
there's
like-
definitely ones here you can go for just like a day thingy.
Yeah. I would love to do that because I had so much fun the first time and there was horrible weather and everybody was like green and throwing up from seasickness and I was just like eating Snickers bars and like touching whales. I loved it. I had such a blast.
I want to go on the one that's like you go out whale watching for the day, and then they take you to Vancouver.
Yeah.
And you stay over Vancouver, and then you come back, you do more whale watching, and then you come back to Seattle.
That's like a anniversary.
That's what I want to do one time. That would be super fucking cool.
That would be so. We need passports before then.
Yeah, definitely, or at least enhanced IDs. But I want to get
Enhanced.
I definitely want to get a passport. Like,
I know enhanced IDs are. I don't want to go to the DMV. Wait, where do you get a passport? DMV.
probably, yeah.
See, that's probably why we don't have them.
They cost money too.
How many times do you have to get them renewed?
What?
Passports.
I don't fucking know anything about that.
Because, like, I know it's expensive as hell to get one.
But like, I also want a passport because it's like also like one of the like definitive forms of identifying yourself. You could be like, show us your social security card, birth certificate, your fucking yearbook photo, or just show us your passport. Like,
Yeah, I know. I do want a passport. We've never, well, when I went to Bermuda for my choir trip, we just had to bring our birth certificates if we didn't have a passport, and they let it happen. So that's how I got on that.
Yeah, and I've just never been out of the country, so.
Yeah, I guess you haven't.
Nope.
Yeah. Bermuda was so fun. It was so pretty. Oh my god, and we went to a sick aquarium. And I was all about that. I was in the water. Someone got stung by a jellyfish.
God.
A man of war, actually. Is that fucked
I've been
up?
stung by a jellyfish.
You have?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Where?
Maryland. At the beach.
There was a time that I was at the Jersey Shore and there were like a bunch of red jellies and they made everybody super, super itchy. But it wasn't like a big sting.
Yeah. Like, I didn't know that it happened until that night when my ankle swelled up.
Oh my god, what'd you do? Go to the...
Well, my mom had to take me to, like, whatever hospital was nearby, and they gave me some pills.
The nurse.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
Did I ever tell you my dad's first wife, she was stung by a man of war on their honeymoon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, like, they were in the water, and she, like, turned purple and had, like, spots all over her and shit, and they had to, like... Like, can you imagine you're on your
Romantic.
honeymoon? Yeah, I know. That's why... Okay, so, like, honeymoons, typically a lot of people go to, like, tropical places. I'm thinking mountains.
Yo.
I'm thinking
definitely,
snowy-ass mountains.
I want to just go up into the fucking Rockies or the Cascades or something, you know.
Something snowy with a nice, cool, quaint town
Yeah.
nearby, cozy as fuck. I think I'd enjoy that more. I think it'd be more peaceful. Though I do love a nice beach. You know me, the
I know.
ocean.
They're both, like, tempting things to do. Where does
But
Ray
I know I'm a
LaMontagne
winter,
live?
not a summer.
Where does Ray LaMontagne live? Because I'm sure that's probably the most
Whatever
peaceful...
snowy-ass log cabin that motherfucker lives in. Ugh.
I'm sure that's, like, the most tranquil fucking place ever.
I just want to fuck him on a bearskin rug in front of a roaring fire. And I want him to drip maple syrup, like, everywhere.
God
Because
damn.
you know he'd have, like, his own, like, tapped maple syrup that he just made. Honestly, ugh. What a beautiful man and a beautiful voice. If you haven't listened to his music, you should.
Yeah.
we should probably get into binge time so we can actually put this episode up today. I could
Yeah.
just talk and talk today.
Duckty duck duck. Somebody's feeling a little better.
I know, my medicine kicked in, so I'm feeling really jovial.
Good.
I hope my voice wasn't too annoying, guys. Any idea what our topic for bincho time should be?
I'm looking here. I don't know.
I know, I'm trying to think of some nuances. What did we discuss tonight that we could somehow weave?
Well, we've talked about past apartments, we've talked about movies, and we've talked about memories. And, tissues.
True.
Um,
Those are all nuanced.
very nuanced.
Why don't we just do Flavortown?
Fuck it, we haven't been to Flavortown in a while.
Where's my water bottle?
I couldn't tell you.
Let me grab that really quick.
Alright. While she grabs that, if you want to find out how to be a bincho, you can check out patreon.com/CoffeeWithChrachel. And you ever notice how we just say Coffee with Rachel?
Yeah, why do we put that emphasis there?
We always do that.
Coffee with Rachel.
Coffee with Rachel.
It's not Coffee with Rachel.
Yeah, it's weird.
Maybe we should change it up.
But, yeah, go there if you want info on how to be a bincho and help keep this show going, because you guys are awesome.
Keep me going. Keep Squeezy going. Keep Lala going. Alright.
So, Flavortown. Here we
I'm
go.
hoping my creative juices are not all...
there's new binchos that haven't been to Flavortown yet. So,
yeah.
Let's
round it off.
round it off. Alright, so, starting off, Kate Convery.
You are the conveyor belt in the grocery store of Flavortown.
Oh, guys, grocery games!
Triple G!
Triple G!
Triple G.
Nicole Dowling.
You're the
Coal mine.
Okay.
In the Flamewood Forest in Flavortown.
That's it. I forgot about the Flame Woods.
Oh, God.
Someone draw a fucking detailed map, and then I'll put that map on a shirt.
Jesus.
If anyone does that,
we'll love you.
I'll scream.
Caitlin Shalda.
You're the lint rollers in the pet store
Of Flavortown. Yeah, you bet your ass there's a pet store.
Yeah.
Carissa.
You're carousing in the
Into
convertible.
Into Flavortown. Diners, drive-ins, and dives.
Every time I'll say something out loud, Chris, if like I say something in a certain voice, you'll be like, all over this town.
Yeah.
Like you just randomly will say that to me. I'll be like, Chris, put on Food Network, and you'll be like, all over this town.
It's something fucked up that we do in our lives.
Yeah, so now you know.
Sloan Fuller.
You're the slow down sign on the highway.
Out of Flavortown.
Out of Flavortown.
Because you need to fucking speed up when you're in Flavortown.
And the highway is called, like, Flame Lane or something.
Oh, Flame Lane. I like it. Stephanie.
You're the stuffing in the teddy bears in the Toys R Us of Flavortown.
In the Build-A-Bear workshop.
In the Build-A-Bear, in the Build-A-Flav, fuck. Flav. In the Build-A-Goatee.
Workshop. Okay, yeah.
Build-A-Guy.
Build-A-Guy. Brittany Owen.
Oh my god, there sounded like a dog was dying.
There's a dog dying outside.
Holy shit. The trifecta.
Brittany Owen. You are...
The Brita filter in the refrigerator in the office of Flavortown.
Yes. Allison Shannon.
You're the chandelier in the foyer in the mansion of Guy's house.
Flavortown. Angelica Feliz. You are the gel in the bathroom of Guy Fieri's mansion in Flavortown.
Yeah.
You're spiking that hair. Like,
you have
that's
like
so important.
an entire medicine cabinet dedicated to you. Like,
honestly, you are in a pivotal role. Grace Leedy.
Ooh. You're the
leash.
Grace
Grace that everybody says before they eat a meal in Flavortown, and that Grace
That's money.
that's money.
Yeah. That's all she wrote.
That's all
That's
she
all
wrote.
she wrote.
Oh, God. Casey McDaniel.
You're the Danimals yogurt that Guy Fieri chugs every morning as his ritual.
Oh.
He chugs 3 Danimals drinkable yogurt every morning.
I forgot about those. Oh, God.
It's just nuance out the ass here.
In Flavortown.
That's what we should have called this podcast. Nuance.
Yeah.
That's all we should have called it. God.
We suck. Dana Marie Smith.
You're the Granny Smith apple in the grocery store of Flavortown.
All right.
It's an important grocery store. It's his show. I mean, fuck.
Jillian Obert.
You're the Sherbert in the frozen food section in the grocery store of Flavortown.
Oh my God.
Okay, how about the convenience store?
Oh, I was gonna say you're the sherbet in the artisanal ice cream shop in
Sure.
Flavortown. There you go.
Ciabatta.
Maddie Pullman.
You're the pole in the firehouse of Flavortown.
Oh
The
my-
flame house,
The
if you know
flame
what I'm
house,
saying.
yeah. That pole is greased with
Pork butt fat. Rendered. Rendered pork fat.
Amanda Marie.
You're the... fuck.
You are the manhole covers on the streets of Flavortown and those, what do they say?
Caution. It's flaming hot. I don't know.
It's flaming hot under here.
Yeah, that's all she wrote. Lift these up, and that's all she wrote.
Jane Shell.
You're the Shell gas station that's located in the center of town, where you can...
in the corporate side of Flavortown.
Yeah,
where
in the business district.
This business district. Camellia Malky.
You're the mall
Oh, yeah.
in the shopping center of Flavortown. There's a Bloomingdale's.
Blooming guys.
I was trying to think of something funny, but I couldn't.
Kayla Bean.
Oh my god. You're the 3-bean salad in the menu of the restaurant in Flavortown.
Yes.
One of, like, several restaurants.
There's so many restaurants.
I mean, this is, like, all over this town.
Lena Leha.
You're the Lee and Perrins that is fucking...
Being dribbled over the pork butt that Guy Fieri is munching down on.
Yep. Munch my pork butt, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
The new Suck My Ass for 2016.
Munch my pork butt.
Munch my pork butt. Let's bring that into 2016.
Caitlin Whalen.
You're the orca whales that swim in the ocean in the bay of Flavortown.
Yes. Kelsey Gillis.
You're the seafood section. Seafood restaurant.
Seafood restaurant on that same bay.
Like on that bay area.
Yeah.
You know, has a nice water view.
Yeah.
On the island of Flavortown.
Oh my god.
Yeah, because there's like a tiny little island that's off of Flavortown, but like it's still part of Flavortown.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Hannah Neely.
You're the hand that takes the coat at the gala of Flavortown.
Oh my god. Jessica McCartan.
You're the girl on the carton of milk in the stores of Flavortown, and it just says, "Who is she?"
And then on the other side it says that's all she wrote.
Yeah, like you're not missing or anything, and you're just trying to figure out like, who are you?
Lucy Ravenscroft.
You're the You're the craft room in Guy Fieri's mansion.
Oh yeah.
Where he whips up lots of things.
Yeah, I mean he's sewing together some more flame shirts.
Oh yeah.
Sarah Fairbanks.
You're the bank in Flavortown called That's Money.
Yeah. I mean, it's so perfect.
I know.
Veronica Curran.
You're the headline in the Flavortown Weekly.
That's
The Flavor Daily.
the Daily Flavor.
The Daily Flavor.
The Daily Flavor.
And you're the current events.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yes.
Cody Robinson.
You're the code that is being put in the website of Flavortown. Like,
Yes.
visit scenic Flavortown.
Oh my god.
You know? Visit rural Flavortown.
For anybody that knows coding, there's comments in the end of the code, and you end every program with "That's
Like,
all she wrote."
No,
and
it's just like Guy
comments.
Fieri, like, made out of binary. Like, his face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. Tegan Anderson.
Tegan and Sarah accidentally moved here
Yeah.
to Flavortown. And
Exactly.
they're just loving it.
Yeah. Lauren Siobhan.
You're the...
You are the...
You're the shit in the sewers of Flavortown.
that those manholes are covering.
Is it the sewers or the sanitation something?
What?
I don't know. You know how you have, like, the shit factory near your house?
Yes.
What is that called?
Sewage plant?
Sewage plant, yeah. You're the sewage... I'm really sorry. It's not an insult. It's just, you know, everybody poops,
Everybody
as
plays...
they said.
Everybody plays...
Especially in Flavortown.
We all play a role here, you know?
Think about how much shitting happens in Flavortown.
Oh my god.
All that pork butt has to go somewhere.
Yeah. Allison Francois.
You're the French teacher in the school of Flavortown.
Gotta learn how to say all the French cuisine words.
Yes.
Maria Spanos.
You're the Marie Callender's chicken pot pie that fills all of the freezers in Flavortown.
Yes.
I'd like to believe he's into those.
Yeah, I mean, if he's into signing lean cuisines, he might enjoy a nice Marie Callender's.
A Marie Callender is probably like a high end,
Yeah.
you know?
Katie Gallardo.
You're Guy Fieri's gallbladder, if it still is there.
It was removed, but it's
In a jar
still
on
in a
display
jar.
in the Museum of Flavortown.
Yeah. Tina Tompkins.
You're the team on the sports.
You're the sports team.
You're the sports team in Flavortown.
Yes.
I was like, you're the team in the sports of Flavortown.
I don't know what the team is. The mascot is obviously a hot wing.
Oh my god, yeah. Alright, so somebody come up with a name for the team for Flavortown, mascot being a hot wing.
Yes. Sarah Seaman.
You're the it's like something like a sailor, you know what I'm saying?
You're seer. You're a high...
You're the deep sea fisher.
Oh, okay.
Oh. On the fishing boat of Flavortown.
Okay.
Getting those ahis.
That's all she wrote. Danielle Wilson.
You're the Will and Grace marathon on the local PBS channel of Flavortown.
One of Guy Fieri's favorite shows.
Yep.
Dana Daly.
You're the Daily Flavor.
You're the Daily Flavor.
I mean, that's up there with, like, the Times.
Yeah. Kylie Williamson.
You're the cayenne pepper that's being rubbed on the pork butt
Yeah.
throughout all over this town. See how it just blends?
It blends.
Start adding that into your conversation. See, try it out.
Megan Wilson.
You're the mega savings that you can get at the Guy Fieri's version of a Costco in Flavortown.
Yes.
That's called the,
fuck.
shit, I don't know. Whatever. It doesn't have to have a name right now.
Yeah, it doesn't have to
It's
have a
fine.
name. Kelly K.
You're the, K Jewelers that just popped up in the, industrial
Business district.
Business district
Yes.
of Flavortown.
Claire Wood. You are the Flamewood Forests.
Yes.
In Flavortown.
Standing tall, we're protecting those.
Yep. Kelly Adams.
You are the molecules inside every little thing in Flavortown. You're pretty cool.
Temple Murray.
You are the temple in which we...
Worship Pork Butt.
Yep.
And Guy Fieri.
In Guy Fieri.
Hannah Peterson.
You are the... sun. Peter's son.
Yeah.
The sun that warms the earth of Flavortown.
For whatever reason, the sun above Flavortown is extra fiery.
It has sunglasses, and it's on the back of its head. So you don't see the sunglasses, but you know they're there.
You know they're there. Jenna Gordonier.
You are the sacrificial gourd on Mischief Night in Flavortown.
Yeah.
It's a ceremony where they get rid of one gourd, and it means that we're going to have 3 Halloweens this season.
I like to think that in Flavortown they carve pork butts.
Oh, they might.
Fucked up jack-o'-lantern. Melissa Andrade.
Really putting the ass in Jack, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh my god.
Melissa, you are the list of rules in the
in the documents of Flavortown,
in
like
the
Constitution,
in like
of
the
Flavor-
fucking the Constitution in the government buildings of Flavortown.
Yes,
It's pretty high profile.
yes. Sasha,
You're the soft eggs that will never touch Flavortown.
oh my god,
You're gone.
oh my god. Michaela Jernigan.
You're the journey.
How about jerky?
Ooh.
The jerky that is being cured in the
All over this town.
all over this town. Honestly, everybody's making jerky.
That's everybody's, like, casual hobby. Like,
Yeah.
they don't have social media. It's just kind of like, we make jerky.
Yes.
And a lot of pickling, I feel.
Brandy Coates.
You are the brandy in the glasses, in the... What's the word? The clubhouse of Flavortown.
Oh.
Ooh.
Marisa Bell.
You're the bell
Atop the temple.
in Flavortown.
Flavortown.
Like the center city. You know?
Yeah, you know. Along with that Shell gas station. That's
Yeah, it's like
inside.
a shell, just is bigger actually than the temple.
Oh, God. Sarah.
You're the sear on the bottom of every piece of tender meat in Flavortown.
Exactly.
Take that for what it is.
Bridget Dubin.
You
You're
are...
the bridge that you have to cross to get into Flavortown that we're carousing over.
Yep, that's it.
Grayson Clark.
You're the clerk at the movie theater in Flavortown.
Yeah. All the movie theater shows is episodes of Guys Grocery Games and Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives.
Yep.
Vlyn Vance.
You're the van that's carpooling to the elementary school in Flavortown.
Yes. Hillary Gay.
You are all of the gays that have flocked to Flavortown because we all just want to live in sin in this
Well, because
beautiful
Guy
town.
Fieri, he officiates gay weddings.
Yep.
And so, you know...
Honestly, I feel like everybody in Flavortown is just a little bit gay. It's the way, you know?
It's the way.
It's the way.
Gabby Chambers.
You are the chambers in the dungeon in the castle of Flavortown.
Exactly. What goes on
Bringing
there?
it back.
Nobody knows. Anna Hernandez.
You're the... hermit crabs on the beaches of Flavortown. And they each have,
Sure.
like, orange and red and yellow
Paint on them.
paint on them.
Yeah,
Yep.
nobody painted them. They're just that way.
They're born. I was born this way.
Jennifer Holtz.
Whoa.
Holtz, where do you think you're going? You're not leaving Flavortown.
You're the fur rug in Guy Fieri's basement in front of the roaring fire. That's where he sits and he eats chow mein.
Yes. Courtney White.
You're the white sand beaches on the island of Flavortown.
Yes. Sophie Smith.
You're the locksmith. Changing all the locks on all the buildings. In
All
Flavortown.
over this town.
All over this town.
Elizabeth Doles.
You are doling out the compliments at the boutique in the mall of Flavortown.
Shit. Shelly Smith.
You are a Shell employee handing out gas coupons at Flavortown.
Rachel Leask.
The least you could do is give me directions to Flavortown that aren't on MapQuest.
Jesus.
We're in 2015, Rachel.
Mackenzie Knight.
You're the knight at the castle in Flavortown.
Protecting
The
us.
butt.
Protecting the butt. That is the
butt.
the butt
The oldest slowly smoked butt.
in Flavortown.
Yep.
It's been smoking for years, but it's still moist.
It's... Look at the juices. Look at the juices.
Oh my god. Oh god.
I hate it.
And Rachel Evans.
It's like, you know how they preserve, like, a wedding cake? You preserve, like, the top tier for years? It's just one piece of fucking pork butt that's been here for centuries. Smoking away.
Rachel Evans.
You're the Evian water that is being misted on Guy Fieri's moist face.
Oh. Tender.
Humid.
Oh my god.
Humid. That's not something you ever want to describe a person as. Like, next time you want to insult somebody, call them humid. Like, honestly, that's so fucking funny.
That's so
I
fucked
wish
up.
I had somebody I could insult. I'm gonna text Brianna and be like, "You're humid." Go.
Okay. Well, that's the end of the Flavortown, but there are some other people here I'm gonna call out.
Yes.
We got Cassandra Buckout,
Yes.
Brynja,
Hey.
Cecilia Gonzalez,
Oh.
Jackie Bergiulio,
Yes.
Danielle Manis, Kelsey Mix,
Yes.
Hannah May,
Yes.
Rebecca,
Woohoo.
Maddie Kendall,
Yep.
and Rose Barnett.
Yes. So thank you to all the benches.
It's all over this town.
All over this. Sorry that this episode went up so late, but
But, we
I
wanted
had
to
a
make
great
it
time today.
Extra special and extra long here.
I felt really good recording this. I'm in a good mood now.
Nothing like taking a trip to Flavortown to take away the sickness.
It really
you know?
revs up my pork juices. Like, nothing gets my
Honestly,
juices
maybe
flowing.
we need to get a pork butt right now. Maybe that'll bring you back.
I don't even know if I could taste the butt.
It doesn't matter. It's all about the essence.
The essence of pork flavor. Well, thanks for having a cup of tea with us.
Yeah, or whatever you're drinking. All over this. Okay,
I know,
stop.
it really does fit in a lot of situations. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you guys
Sunday.
on Sunday.
Bye.
Bye.